Dance Moms wasn't the start of Chloe Lukasiak's career in the limelight, but it wasn't the end of it either. From smashing the competition as a child star dancer to publishing a book and becoming an actor, here's everything you need to know about Chloe's stunning transformation. Anyone who has watched Chloe perform on even one episode of Dance Moms knows that the girl's got talent. Not only is she technically proficient at the art of dance, she clearly loves it too, having apparently been dancing ever since she was a toddler. She explained on her website, "I began taking dance classes at age 2, we're hardcore in this fam, and I began competing at the age of 4. In an interview with Low Country Parent, Chloe explained how starting dance early really helped her develop a love for it. She shared, "At 8 years old, I was doing a solo and it just clicked. I knew this was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, so I just started working really hard at it."
Winning means a lot to me because it feels really good and it feels like, ooh, yay.
Even though Chloe's best-known passion in life is dancing, she also happens to be an avid reader with a serious love for getting lost in a book.
And I think we just need to put the phones and the computers and the TVs down, and we just need to pick up a book and read it.
Ever since she was young, she says she's had a strong connection with the written word. She said in an interview with Education and Career News, "Reading is everything to me. It's helped me time and time again, serving as an escape from tough situations. Not to say that you shouldn't face your problems head-on, as I certainly believe in that." But while she enjoys diving deep into a story, Chloe does have a favorite genre. She said, "When I was in 4th grade, I was introduced to a series called The Sisters Grimm, and I quickly fell in love with the fantasy genre." Since Chloe certainly endured her share of tough situations while on Dance Moms, it's likely that her affinity for reading helped her find some solace from the drama. Though she never really made a huge splash on Dance Moms, Chloe's little sister Clara made a huge impact on her big sis from the moment she was born. Chloe quickly developed a close bond with her sister that will likely last a lifetime.
You would think that we don't fight, but we do.
Chloe wrote on her site, "My mom, or Christy as I call her, and my dad Mark were young and scared out of their mind. I was a surprise. Fast forward to age 8 when I found out I was going to be a big sister. Enter Chloe Lukasiak, my lil sis and best friend." Even though Chloe's days on Dance Moms are long over, the talented dancer created lifelong friendships while she was on the show. At least that's true when it comes to her former co-star Brooke Hyland, as well as Brooke's sister Paige and Nia Sue. Brooke appeared in a 2019 video on Chloe's YouTube channel chatting about their friendship and how it has endured over the years. Chloe said, "I know for sure if I needed anything, I could call you or Nia, Paige, but she's not here, and just rely on you guys." Hyland also added that the two would probably be friends forever, joking, "We could not speak after this moment, and you could call me in 10 years and be like, 'This boy was so rude,' and I'd be like, 'I'll be there in 5 minutes.'"
If you go in Dance Moms for 4 years, you'll feel the same about whoever your housemates are.
Chloe boasts over 6 million followers on Instagram and has millions of YouTube subscribers as well. Suffice to say, she's gotten used to a certain level of fame as she's grown up. But when Dance Moms first aired and Chloe was still a little girl, she truly couldn't believe how many people were watching her on the show.
Not being able to dance makes me want to dance even more.
In an interview with Glitter magazine, Chloe explained the shock she felt after the season 1 finale of Dance Moms aired, remembering, "The night the finale of season 1 aired, my mom and I were driving home and our executive producer called us and said Chloe was trending number 3 worldwide on Twitter. We didn't think it was me." Of course, it was Chloe, and after Dance Moms became a total smash hit, Chloe would have to get used to her newfound fame. Part of what made Dance Moms so entertaining to watch was the constant fighting and bickering between the mothers of the dancers and the girls' instructor, Abby Lee Miller.
Now my kid's gonna get screamed at.
They're all gonna get screamed at.
But while the kids typically didn't fight or get involved in their mother's drama, Chloe revealed that she was targeted and bullied by Miller, citing it as a big reason why she left the show. She told People magazine, "The reason for leaving the show was my old teacher mocked my eye very bluntly. I was dealing with some serious health issues."
I mean, what are you thinking? Am I gonna reprimand Chloe? Am I gonna tell her what she did wrong? You bet.
Chloe had a rare disorder which caused facial asymmetry, as noted by Nylon, and she eventually had surgery to correct it, but the insults still hurt. She told the outlet, "It didn't feel like it was a good environment for me to be in anymore. I don't regret what I did at all." Just as many other former reality TV stars have gone on to have careers based mostly on social media, Chloe is no stranger to sharing her daily life with fans online.
Hey guys, it's Chloe. Welcome back to my channel.
She's got over 2 million subscribers on her YouTube channel, and she posts videos multiple times a month. Lukasiak started her channel in January of 2010, stocking it with regular content ever since. When she first launched her site, Chloe shared videos of dance competitions and rehearsals, but she's since graduated to become a bona fide influencer. With titles like Self-Care Routine and What I Got for Christmas, Chloe's vlogs prove that she truly enjoys sharing her day-to-day life with her fans, and likewise, we are totally here for it. To say that Chloe had a complicated relationship with things surrounding her time on Dance Moms would be an understatement. Obviously, she made friends on the show, and she learned a lot, but her education was both in dance and presumably about how to conduct oneself around a tyrannical coach. And a lot of the time, fans watching the series assumed there was more bad than good when it came to her experience on the team.
Kids should cry when their arm is broken and it's hanging off or somebody died. That's it.
In an interview with 17, Chloe revealed that when she learned Dance Moms was filming again, she realized she actually missed it.
Who missed me?
She shared with the outlet, "I was like, oh my god, I have to go see them. Dancing with them is such a big part of my childhood. So I visited them at Nationals and it was so amazing." After that, Chloe decided to go back on the show for another season, and though it wasn't permanent, it was clear that she relished palling around with her dance crew.
It's great to rekindle our relationship because we're all sisters and she was one of our sisters.
You probably already know that no matter how ugly things got for her on Dance Moms, Chloe never really spoke up for herself while she was on the show, even when Abby Lee Miller brought the wrath straight down upon her.
She can be tough. She can be very tough.
But that was then, and this is Chloe now. These days, she has become far more independent and is proud of the progress she's made. She told Teen Vogue in 2017, "I've found my voice. I think I can stick up for myself in a way I never have before."
I love boxing because you get to release that pent-up frustration.
When she was asked how she's changed since leaving the show, Chloe said, "As a person, I think I've grown up a lot. I'd say I'm more independent, but not completely independent because you still need your mom at 15. Perhaps all those years on Dance Moms taught a once timid Chloe how to really stand on her own 2 feet. In 2017, Chloe announced that she would be launching a clothing line in collaboration with Just Fab. The line debuted in the fall of 2017, but before it did, Chloe spoke with Teen Vogue about her inspiration and the reason she wanted to get involved with designing in the first place. She explained, "I've always been very interested in fashion. It's been something I've liked all my life, and I get that from my mom." Noting that she's also inspired by her sister Clara's fashion sense, Chloe said that her line would be a reflection of her own personal tastes. She said, "The line will be comfortable, very cute. There are some fun patterns that I really like."
My number one rule is always to be comfortable, which I know is not everyone's rule, but I love being comfortable.
Even though her collab with Just Fab was just a one-time gig, we're betting this won't be the last time this talented lady will dip her toe into the fashion industry. In 2018, Chloe got to add yet another shining accomplishment to her resume: published author. Her book, Girl on Point, Chloe's Guide to Taking on the World, was released on January 23rd of that year, and the young author couldn't have been prouder.
A lot of my experience from Dance Moms created the chapter of the bullying chapter, so a lot of it, that's what my whole childhood was.
In an interview with People magazine, Lukasiak explained what fans could expect from her book and how important it was for her to get her story down on paper. While she also teased a few surprises within the pages, she shared, "It's something really close to my heart. I've always been the self-proclaimed nerd of the group. I love reading and writing, so this just seemed so natural and so right." With the success of her first book, it seems that writing could be a viable career path for this talented lady. Dancing might be Chloe's jam, but the blonde beauty has a lot more talent up her sleeve. In 2019, she took her acting career to the next level when she starred in the heart-pounding drama Loophole.
It's everywhere. Yeah, so much for having a choice.
Though Chloe had acted before, this was her biggest role to date, and playing someone different than herself, a character who was very into gaming, took a lot of prep for the aspiring starlet. Chloe told Teen Vogue, "She's a video gamer. In the beginning, I was playing video games to get into character. I went back and picked up my DS and played Super Mario." That's some grade A method acting we can get behind. And although Loophole didn't exactly put the young actor on the map as a blockbuster star, with motivation and determination like hers, there's no telling what she'll do next. Many celebrities and reality stars choose to forego a higher education in favor of focusing on their careers. But for Chloe, going to college was something she knew she definitely wanted to do. In a 2019 Instagram post, she shared a photo of herself posing in front of a Pepperdine University sign, writing in the caption, "Your girl is going to college."
Always wanted to go to college. It was always my plan.
Since then, she hasn't shared too much about her college experience, but she did take to YouTube to answer some questions and share what her area of study was going to be. She revealed, "I'm going for creative writing. I'm definitely considering switching to marketing and minor in creative writing."
I took a creative writing class last year, and I just did it because I've always loved writing.
Chloe explained that no matter what her major ended up being, she wanted to study while incorporating her writing passions in some way, because one of her biggest goals is to write more books. As someone who has spent so much of her life in the public eye, Chloe knows a thing or two about doubting yourself. In fact, in an interview with Teen Vogue, she explained that learning how to be confident truly changed her life, and she hopes others can learn that from her too. She shared, "When I was on Dance Moms, I wasn't really confident in myself. I was always beating myself up, really critiquing myself."
In real life, I'm kind of shy and I don't really talk a lot. But whenever I dance, it's like none of that matters. I can just dance and be myself.
While her dance teacher was brutally tough on her, Chloe in turn became hard on herself too. But she has since learned that it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks when you're doing what you love. Confidence is definitely key for the dancer, but Chloe also knows that there's a difference between being sure of yourself and going too far. She added, "You don't have to be arrogant, but you have to be confident." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite reality stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and to the bell so you don't miss a single one.